kicking my feet up.
Stuff from Marathon OG and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me hard quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the 5-stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in the 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated, it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up. Never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh
Big
yeah.
hands on a baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Moist, all cognac, no chase. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. For death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, blue smurf and baby spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up phase. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up.
The feds were interested in one thing and one thing only. But the one thing that the feds wanted was the cease and desist from Big U to No Jumper, asking us to take down the episode in which Loose Cannon first made the explosive statements that suggested that Big U had previous knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death.
Gave it to him though?
Isn't it?
We did hand it over, yep.
Isn't this when
Of course
that
you did. You didn't think he was it?
I mean, really, like,
So it's safe to say you the feds.
I'm happy to help the feds.
Yeah, neighborhood Nip Bustin'. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the streets, nigga, the Spotter Low. Y'all already know what it is. Sauce name. Neighborhood Nip Bustin'. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
What's the deal? Hey, we got a special guest in the black box, man. Yeah. I'm in here with my boy TAYF3RD. You ain't heard, he been online, find it up. That's the word. Appreciate you coming through.
Oh, bro, East Side boys.
It's kind of ironic that a lot of my first guests in this new grand opening of the black box have been from Long Beach. Shout out to Noonie Green. It's really hard for her.
That's my boy.
No, that's my artist. She's a female. Okay, yeah. Noonie Green. Yeah. And then we had.
I know her big on me though.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay. And then I had the Viral Way up in here.
My brothers. Black boys, 1100 boys. Shout out to them.
And who else been in here from Long Beach? Seems like I got the switch. I'm trying to do this automated switch. I guess it's just a delay on it. It got to you late, and then by the time you was finished, it went back. But I'm gonna have it dialed in. I'm glad you came up here and let me try it out. But what I was finna say, who else? It's the Viral Way came up in here, and it was somebody else that slipped in my mind. But I want to keep a tradition, and I've been able. I got a new line of merch came out, BLACBOX design, and when I got the new samples, just so happened to have a pair of large that I ain't finna even try to think about getting in. So,
you know, I'm tall, fool. I think niggas be thinking I'm like 5'4", nigga. I'm like 6'1".
You 6'1"?
Yeah,
but still, they like. What size sweats you wear?
Shit, honestly, I would wear like a medium.
Oh, okay.
You know, I wanted that shit to fit a little bit different, but nigga, yeah, I'm tall as a motherfucker, fool. So look at me, nigga. I'm taller than you.
I swear to God, I look online, see you popping up. I'm like, where this nigga come from in the podcast space? Out of all these personalities that it seems like I'm familiar with, bro, I think about it. I've been knowing you longer than I know all these dudes.
Yeah.
You've always been around in the music space.
Yeah, the first time I met you, I was in Hot Dollar Studio. We was on Centang. And nigga, I ain't gonna hold you gangstered your way. You pushed into the studio.
Is that right?
Hey, listen, them niggas was acting like suckers. I was the only one that was trying to stop you, but even like was stopping you, I wasn't trying to stop you because I knew who you was. I was just like, what's going on, fool? Because like
I was looking for somebody else studio, huh?
Yeah, but you broke into the no, you wasn't looking for somebody else. You were looking for that studio.
Oh, I was.
But you just busted in that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Hold on, cuz. Hold on. But at the end of the day, me knowing who you was, I wasn't really tripping because I already had a lot of respect for you.
I appreciate it. I remember when we hollered on the phone the other day, you reminded me of that. Slightly when you mention it, it brings a small bit of remembrance to me. But I can always remember every time I was at a red carpet event or something, you was around. You was always in the cut. We always crossed paths in spaces when I was really active in the industry. So outside of that, I know when I seen you the other day, I'm like, damn, this nigga is really turned up on No Jumper.
Nah, I mean, I ain't always put No Jumper fake. Like, I'm being like, with me, at least, not saying like they whole situation is fake, but with me, it's fake. Like, I'll never take that shit serious. Everything that I'm doing on there is trolling. Like, I was just trying to create a platform for us to have some. You know, my brother Flacco, he gave me the platform, and you know, I was just trying to keep the numbers up, but that shit fake. Fool. Ain't none of that shit real that I'm doing up there.
So, because now because I'm gonna tell you what I did when I knew you was coming through. I just typed your name in YouTube and I pulled up a few videos. It's stuff that I don't have nothing. Some of it I don't know nothing about. Nah, I skipped that. I seen one about that. I wasn't even finna, man, I'm not finna do no nigga with no conversation like that about nobody questioning this hill. That ain't my style, bro.
I love that.
East side. If that was a question, I'll ask you that off camera. But I seen them titles. This is shit that a white boy named Moose. Months ago. People shit I'm not familiar with. That's more.
Nah, so let me tell you.
All right, let me do it my way. The first one I had pulled up was the one we just referenced.
Okay.
He was already kind of summarizing. That's why I wanted to stop you. So let's kind of like do it something like this, man. And then matter of fact, we're gonna do it like this. And I'm gonna let you have a mouse.
No, you keep the mouse on the road.
That's right. I drive. But just let me know.
I'm on a
Crashed out.
When you start talking,
No Jumper. Let's see what Jalise had to say.
If I have a question, I'll pause it as well.
No.
Yes, that's all over.
Oh, this ain't it. I picked the wrong shit. I thought I thought this was the shit. A lot of people. Now, I'm not here to say
you talk about me and Moose Man beef.
No, I'm gonna get to that. This is the first one, and I'm not here to run with no narrative that anybody got marked out.
You talk about me and
anything to say it wasn't on his side. It was marked him out. TAYF3RD.
You marked Ann out. I ain't see it that way. However, it was more with the back and forth with you and the broad that was. You know what I'm saying?
That's the shit I will
completely asserted his dominance over the whole room.
It's not a joke.
But I said that.
And can you please chime in?
No.
Let me ask you this. Is her style of talking play any part in the way you felt comfortable speaking?
100%. You know, as a man, talking to a woman that derives off of masculinity, you know, she's more masculine than feminine.
Indeed.
You know, that's type of shit, you know, it tests you and who you are as a man. And my main progress on that, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I was trying to like calm it down, but she kept trying to turn me up.
I saw like where it started and the ups and downs in it, but I saw that you gave her the room to let it go, and she refused to let it go. Like, she started here, and I don't want to hate on her or nothing. I'm only vaguely familiar with it, but it seems like every time she comes across my radar, there's a similar exchange with her and a male.
Yeah, you know, she a masculine gangster in a woman body, and I respect it. You know, at first I didn't understand it, but then, you know, after this episode, I understood it. Like, that's just who she is. You know, she feel like she one of them ones, and no disrespect to her, because like I actually had to talk to her after the podcast. She was crying in my arms. She was telling me like, "Yo, this is how I feel about this and this and that."
So she is a woman.
Yeah, and she's cool. Like, off the camera, she's super cool.
So perhaps she feels like she has to project that. For one, like you say, she's at No Jumper. It's a super male dominated space. And you can tell from the way she presents herself, she used to dealing with hardcore ass niggas, and she has an edge on her.
What I think with her is the things that she's done and the person that she is, which she is a big person out there in up north California. Everybody got like a title on her, and so, you know, that kind of fell on me, and that was kind of my mistake too. I should have just been like representing myself, talking to her. But I had a whole situation that I was coming with. And I'm thinking like, you this and you this. And she did act like that on the internet. And that's why I kept saying mouth. But like, oh, babies, I don't want that girl. I was trolling her the whole time.
Yeah, I don't think nobody that really was tuned in thought you was really, instead of trying to crack at her, it seemed like you was just like you was dissing her. Like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, like that's really what I was doing. Like, I was just trying to tell her, like, shut up, give me mouth. But like, even at that, I did wrong because I fed into her whole little like category. I talked to this girl offline, and she's a real good girl. Like, she's a real good woman. Matter of fact, not girl, but woman. You know, she cried in my arms. She told me her problems. She told me what she feels, and I respected it because I finally felt her off the internet. But you know, when we on the internet, she personifying herself some type of way, and I gotta do something now. A lot of niggas was looking at me like, "Oh, you're trying to harass her?" Nah, fool. She keep coming at me with like this gang banging shit, and she not even from out here.
Right, but she got that out here like what? The way she be whooping, she sound like she from out here.
Nah, fool. She from up north, but
baby. Go ahead. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna let you finish that.
Okay, I'm gonna call you back, baby. I'm on a podcast. I love you. Yeah. All right. Love it. All right.
Go ahead. Sound like me and my wife. I love my wife.
My oldest daughter, and I love her.
Yeah. But now, when I seen her after the podcast and the way that she was talking to me, I seen the real her, and I got the most respect for her. You know, she told me her understanding. She told me where she feels like she's being belittled in podcasting about her doing backdoors and such like that. And I felt it. But like, nah, fool. The main thing about that was this.
She was on that.
Yeah, like she was doing too much. And it's, you know, when you test a nigga masculinity, you can only do it to a certain extent where a nigga trip out.
Now, and I respect how you didn't allow her to play you against another nigga.
Yeah, they try to do me against Hefe. And let me say this right now. I ain't never marked Hefe out at all. Like, I don't know why people keep saying I marked Hefe out. Listen,
because he didn't go up to the energy level that you was on, but
because that's not him though.
But even if it was him at any given time, your energy wasn't directed toward him.
Yeah.
So it wasn't on him to.
But listen,
he would have looked weird.
Listen, at the end of the day, it don't matter. He kept his composure and he kept the gangster, and I respect him. Because me, I lost my composure, bro. Like when she was telling me you not gangster, I'm from Baby Insane, I'm from BIG.
That shocked me, bro, because as long as I've known you, I've known Long Beach and I've known where you affiliated with, but I've never seen you turn it up like I've always seen you in professional spaces and you carry yourself professional. So I was like, is he just loaded?
I was loaded, bro. Yeah. Let me keep it a bean. Okay. I was loaded. I was on some down Julio, but even after that, that's whack, fool. I fucked up on that. Like, on that situation, I fucked up. And the reason why I fucked up is because, you know, I should have kept it gangster. I should have kept it cool, but at that time, I was just, you know, I was dealing with things that was happening inside of me. And I was so much of a hoe nigga that I couldn't confront myself that I let a female make me bring it out of me. And that was just not gangster to me. And I do want to apologize to my people. I want to apologize specifically to Tam. You know, that's one of my co-hosts, and that's a female on that podcast. And,
so she felt offended on behalf.
No, she never said nothing. But I just want to say I apologize about that because I shouldn't have got to that aspect. And I also want to apologize to my girl at home because she don't know about this shit. You know, I was trolling for the whole time.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
It's such a contrast between what we see right now and what we saw then. So I can tell it was a switch. Yeah,
bro. I ain't gonna hold you, fool. I was a little bit intoxicated, and I just I knew who she was as a person on the internet, and I knew what she, quote unquote, does to people. And I just felt like, all right, I have to hold myself up as a man because I felt like if I didn't say nothing, niggas would be like, oh, you a bitch for not saying nothing.
The way she barked, I could see.
But at the same time, that's a good girl. When I talked to her after the podcast, she was 100% a good girl. Like, she looked me dead in my face with tears in her face. And she wasn't even talking about me, what I said. She was talking about Lush. But I still told her, like, yo, this is a podcast and this shit is fake. Like, this shit ain't real, fool. The only time this shit gets real is if we in front of each other and things happen.
Right.
And, you know, I made a big mistake that day, SPI. And my mistake was I let her get me out of character. Yeah, niggas know I'm from Long Beach. Niggas know I'm from Insane Crip. Niggas know I'm from Vegas. Like, that's my home brothers. If niggas really want to know where I'm from Phillies.
Right.
I'm from Filthy Insane Crip. FIC.
That's on you to speak on. I'm not never questioning none of that. I've been knowing you long enough.
I mean, you see me, like I said, you see me when I was a kid. I've been banging the hood, but
I want to thank you for not breaking the 100 Crips.
Nah, come on.
I was just
you are right by the section too. I can call them right now, but nah, like no funny shit, fool. Like, you know, I made a mistake that day, and you know, I stepped out of character. I always been a big person to say, like, even though I'm on no jumper, I don't want to be a part of the circus.
Right. It's so
but that day, I was a part of the circus. Bro.
New Year's Eve, it's a natural time to get loose and have a ball. Then you at the circus, the Fed quarters. I can see how it can happen there, if anywhere.
Yeah. Oh my, and you know that shit. You know, I ain't gonna hold you for that shit. Like broke my heart, dog. Cause like that's not me. And I let this little girl. She like 4'8", 4'9", and she, like I said, she's a cool girl. But like, I let her arguments really like distract me for the things that I really want in life. And you know that shit fucked me up. SPI, like, oh baby, crib. I went home for 3 days after that. I probably didn't eat nothing. I sat there and reflected on that shit. Like, that's not me. Why am I letting this shit drown me into this? Like, I was the biggest spokesperson of saying, like, nigga, I'll never be a circus member of the No Jumper interview. Nigga, I became the biggest clown. Nigga, my girlfriend, my wife, the one that I love, looked at that shit and thought it was real. Bro, you know how fucked up that is when you go home and you gotta talk about that? And you know it's not real?
That's deep.
And then I got the internet telling me, oh, you pussy, you a buster. Let me say this, fool. And for all y'all niggas that been talking about me, listen, nigga, I got a heart. I'm somebody who really care about these niggas' lives. I know y'all don't care about our lives. Y'all on the internet for sure. But I care about everybody's lives that I be around. And that shit was detrimental to me. Like, it really made me look back at myself and be like, oh, you did some whole shit. And I finally can say I did some whole shit. I ain't never been no buster. I ain't never told on nobody. I ain't got no rape charges. I ain't never ran from nothing. The only time y'all niggas ever see me ran is when it was like 7 or 8, 9, 10 niggas trying to stop me from beating up one nigga who's a millionaire.
Damn.
He was a millionaire, by the way.
This is a story that's online?
Yeah.
We can get to that next.
Yeah, we can get to that. But nigga, I was a millionaire and I got up out of here. Nigga, trying to get put to bed on World Star.
Right, as you should. Yeah, right.
But like, you know, it was good for me because I understand as a man, you don't build through chemistry. I'm sorry, you don't build through
chaos.
No, you don't build through being comfortable. You build through chaos.
You're correct. Indeed.
And so, you know, when everything hits the fan, you can look back at it and be like, this time I'm gonna rebuild it. It's like playing Jenga, right? You know, you play Jenga with your homies, you know, you build the wood and shit, right? When you pull the wood, niggas laugh at it, right?
Right.
That's what the internet was doing. But in real life, I want to win. So I ain't tripping because let's put the wood back together. I just know my next mistakes and I will never do it again.
If you consider that truly one of your worst moments as far as...
No, that wasn't one of my worst moments, by the way.
Okay, no.
I think that's one of my best moments. Best moments.
Wait, you gotta wait. You gotta clarify. If it's one of your best moments, yet it's only one of the times you feel like the bitch came out of you. How do you correlate the two?
All right, so two things. Ain't no bitch come out of me. I'm not no bitch.
You said something like that though.
No, I never said that. I said I said the bitch brought it out of me.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
I was kind of wondering why you were so comfortable saying it like that when you said it.
Yeah, nah, the female brought it out of me.
What out of you?
But
the bad streak.
But you know, with this whole situation, fool, like even my hood, they was getting at me.
I can imagine.
And I had to talk to my hood. I had to go back to my hood. Now, a lot of niggas
think perspective, the way you came on,
the way I said it. Because I said, I said my hood gonna do what I tell them to do.
Oh yeah, I was one.
And what I meant by that is like, and I already said this on my nigga P Nice interview, but I'll say it again. You know, if you my partner, I got your back, you got my back. We a tribe. We supposed to have each other's back. If I told you, hey, niggas outside trying to strike me, I would expect you to pop up on me. We supposed to be homies.
Right.
But what this has taught me was, oh baby, this what taught me. And first and foremost, nigga, I'm still from Vegas.
No, but look, this is the facts over feeling. Keep it a Google zone. So I applaud your transparency and you being candid. Go ahead and break your bread because this is nothing I'm trying
like
to
I'm saying, I'm still from Vegas, but what this has taught me is everybody ain't gonna agree with you from your hood. And I understand it. Now, I can take it as betrayal, which I've been saying for the last couple of days, but I don't even take it as betrayal no more. I take it as a misunderstanding. You know, a lot of these niggas from my hood, I'm a more grown man. I'm 35 years old, fool. I'm a grown ass man. There's niggas from my hood, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22. And you know, they probably never seen me. They probably never seen the culture that I derive with. You gotta think about it, fool. I came out.
Well, you 35 years old?
Yeah.
You've been around for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
You was young.
Yeah, I've been in the game since I was 14. Niggas be thinking I'm 45 and all this.
I was thinking you have to be, bro, because I'm like, you've been around at least 20 years in the game.
I started rapping when I was 14.
Wow.
I mean, I drank when I was 15.
Okay, keep going.
Well, you know, a lot of people ain't gonna agree with you, and I understand that. And I can't get mad at them because obviously we from different generations, different times of what we feel loyalty means.
True.
And I will not blame that on nobody from my hood. I'll blame that on myself because maybe I should have said it a different way. But at the same time, I would never shy away from my controversy. I would never shy away from my destruction. And I would never shy away from my hood. I'm from Insane Creek.
So you went on P Nice platform and discussed this already to clarify, clear up.
Yeah. You know, P Nice, that's my mentor. I've been on P Nice since I was like 9 or 10. You know, P Nice tried to steal my chain off my neck when I was like 11.
That's a big old dude.
I just wasn't going.
Wow, why you do you like that?
Nigga, I was on some crazy shit. I'm like 11. Nigga, I'm 11 years old. Boy, I got peach fuzz. I'm telling niggas, I'm the king of Long Beach.
Oh, so you been doing this big talk shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna hold you. That's who I am. But one thing that I did learn from
King among kings,
I'm a king amongst, I'm a king amongst kings. And you know, me being in a position that I am in, I think that I sometimes when I talk, people take it more literal than what it is. Like, I'm not more important than none of my homies. These are the niggas that kept me alive. Let's be real. And so, you know, I understand what niggas would take my wrong for me saying this is exactly what I said. I said niggas gonna do what I tell them to do.
I heard it.
But I mean, in the sense of that,
and they gonna do what I tell them to do.
Yeah, but I meant that though, and the reason why I meant that is because I feel like if we from the same tribe and I got your back, you got my back. And I think niggas took it the wrong way. I think niggas thought that I was saying, "Oh, nigga, I got the most money. Shut up and do what I tell you to do." No, fool. What I'm saying is, we from the same tribe. Especially me being who I am, I'm holding us down. You can't represent us like us, but I'm gonna represent us in the best way I can. You got my back like I got yours. I don't think my whole hood got loyalty to me. I just figured out they don't, and that's fucked up. I ain't gonna hold you that. It broke my heart, but the gangster shit about that is I went to my hood and we talked about it. And niggas like, okay, we took it wrong. we thought that you were saying this, but you were saying this. So we came to a conclusion. We good.
That's good to hear. I mean, that's the best outcome for any type of confusion or disagreement with your homies, bro. Especially when it's based off something on the internet.
I'd rather it be that than me doing smut. I'd rather it be that than me doing some butt shit or some buck shit or having niggas looking at me like, ah, nigga, you fake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I accepted that. And like I said,
that was a brief moment in the 35 years of living. And
bro,
it can't weigh that much.
Bro, that shit was a 2-hour thing.
In anybody's mind that really know you, that really fuck with you, it couldn't. If that causes them to look at you different, then you got to look how much they really fucked with you in the first place.
And that's one thing that I did learn. You know, I was talking to P. I ain't gonna hold you, but I felt like the world was against me. Nigga, I woke up today, Scully. Not today, but that day I woke up to Scully. I had the gloves on. I was ready for what come with it.
Right.
But you know, when I talked to my peoples and they told me how they feel, it was an understanding. It's like, nah, it wasn't like that. You know, I'm not more important than you. You're not more important than me. I just want people to understand, like, they're not gonna test us on the internet. And what you doing that, I realized that I said it wrong. But then I also said it right. Because like, you supposed to have my back. Moving forward, my hood, we love each other. You know, something about Long Beach and the babies and the Insanes. You know, we always been fixated with loving each other. Now, there's always some people who don't agree with you, and I understand that. But to them people who don't agree with me, don't smut me on the internet. Don't post nothing on the internet. Just talk to me because I'm still in Long Beach.
So is that what happened? Did you start getting flack on the internet before you start getting phone calls? People speaking out online?
That's the crazy part.
From your community?
As soon as I seen the things on the internet, I called the niggas who said that. And they was gangster. They held it down.
Why do you think they chose to go online first versus hitting you first?
It sounded crazy, fool. It did sound crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. When I seen it, I was like, oh, I sounded like King Slime. Nigga, do what I want you to do. And if you don't do it, you ain't from the hood. And you know, I sounded crazy. And you know, that's when I have to recollect with myself. Because honestly, fool, I'm not that nigga. Like, I'll beat your ass on the fade.
Bro,
let me say this.
Go ahead.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
I'll beat your ass on the fade. I'll never run away from a fade. I'm not no buster. I don't got no snitch, nothing against me, no rape charges, nothing. So I feel like I'm validated to say my people gonna hold me down. And the way I said it though, it was just wrong. And I could be the first man to say, you know what, I got that. That's a fact. If anybody said that against me, like let's say for example, I got a label called Juice City, right? And if somebody from my label who signed a nigga that I don't know say, oh, Juice City gonna do this for me, I'll be the first nigga to be like, well, who is this nigga? So I understood it.
Yeah, it's easily understood how that shit could come off to like where everybody ain't really appreciate that.
Yeah. And when we had a conversation, me and my, like, I was trying to bring my homie up here, but he too busy. But shout out to my nigga Breeze. He was trying to come up here, but he's busy. But, you know, it was just a misunderstanding. So all this shit with my hood, well, I don't know what these niggas keep talking about. Like, I ain't got no DPs.
All right, well, since I was not going to bring this up. You brought it up slightly at the beginning. And then I told you I saw a lot of titles. I wasn't going to get into this one, but I saw Trap News Network said your homies was politicking on you for fake claiming.
Nah, they was politicking on me, but listen, how you gonna politic on a nigga that's fake claiming? That don't work. Like, come on, if a nigga is not really from your hood, you're not gonna politic. Come on,
right.
Yeah, niggas was definitely politicking on me, 100%. But it wasn't like the Trap Rich News nigga. He beat women. Like, that's all over the internet. And I know that you don't want to talk about, but yeah, he beat women.
Well,
and, I said something, and I said something about it because, see, me and him, we got a low-key history.
Okay.
He seen me when I was like 9 years old, when I was living in my hood house. The niggas that I was living with at that time, I guess they got into like a situation where he got stabbed in the face. I don't know. I wasn't there. But he keeps trying to like bring me into that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Even the niggas that he's talking about, that was from my hood.
It's what, 26 years ago?
Bro, this is in like 2005, 4. I'm a little ass kid, but I was still there. But like, nigga, I don't know what happened. And he keeps trying to involve me. I don't know if he's trying to involve me just based off of like numbers or trying to create some type of like weird beef. But listen, and I'm gonna say this right now. I ain't got no problems with you, bro. The only problem I got with you is you keep bringing me into anything that you're doing, fool. Listen, Rich Trapper, I don't have no problems with you, fool. Stop bringing me into your faults and your stories, because honestly, it's not going to turn out right for you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm not going to put myself and sit here and argue with you every day. You're just going to look like a dumbass. Like literally, I don't have no conversation for you. Now, if you want to conversate about something that's bringing us up as Black men and, you know, bringing us up to enlighten each other and say, hey, let's not do this no more.
Well, I can say this on his behalf. He and I was involved in an unfriendly exchange for months after being partners. I was trolling him, he's trolled me. He took it upon himself to initiate. We cool now, but it's because he approached me. So I know his character has room for growth within, you know what I'm saying, his communication with me. I don't know how deep y'all issue is.
Man, listen, we ain't got no deep issue.
Yeah,
he from Cerritos. We in Lakewood right now, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in Lakewood. It's not that hard for him to come over here. I'm from Long Beach. I'm right down the street. We can both, all three of us, sit down and do this. Because listen, fool, and I'm gonna say this again, fool. I ain't got no problems with you. I don't know you now. I'm not saying I ain't got no problems with you because I don't want no smoke or nothing. But what I'm telling you as a grown man, I just went through a whole week of some crazy shit. Like, that shit is dumb. It's to be honest, fool. We can make this bread. We can be better than this. I don't know what your issue is. Quit involving me in your issue. Yes, you got into a problem with niggas that so-called say they're from my hood. That's on y'all, fool. I was a 9-year-old kid in there, and I didn't do nothing to you. Quit involving me in that shit. That shit is weird. And then the nigga keep like bringing up extra shit and doing dumb shit and trying to like put fuel and fire like you're not even involved with it. Like, it don't make no sense. Bro, if you want to have a sit down and talk with me, I'm telling you right now, SPI, bring him over here and we can talk about it.
We're going to call to see if he happened to, we like to do cold calls. If we give him the answer and see if that's something he'd be willing to do, we're not finna get into no arguing, no back and forth or none of that. Let's see what he's talking about.
I'm not here for that no more.
Right on. Trap. I'm live on the BLACBOX with TAYF3RD. And I read your recent title off involving his name. He ain't tripping on that. He said y'all got a history that goes back to when he's almost 9 years old. And you know you already got the invitation to come here. He said he'd be willing.
Hold on, we got a history since he was 9 years old?
Matter of fact, here go. Just hold the phone close to the mic.
Yeah. What's happening with the folks? So when you was talking to them boys, right? You know, we ain't gonna say them boys' names. We ain't gonna say them boys' names. Let's not say their names. But nigga, I was in that house at 19 years old, fool.
Whose house? Bro, tell somebody just to text me and I'll call back.
All right, and look. Outside,
I respect that, but I ain't catching it. So niggas just text me and I'll call back. You feel me?
All right.
And let me tell you something. Hold on, before you text me, that's what I don't like. And that shit right there will make me start flexing and start getting crazy again. I'm a grown ass man. Why are you talking so hot like that?
This is my thing. If I want to host mediation, I want to make sure each individual is willing to mediate. Now,
but why is he talking like that?
See, that's what I don't know the intricacies, the depth of what y'all went through, so it's hard for me to say. You said he was wounded in the face. Then you said you were so young. I'm not sure what his issues are with you.
Listen, bro. Hey, you know what? SPI, and I'm gonna tell you this. Don't call him back when I'm on here.
All right.
Call him back when I'm off of here.
All right.
Because, like, see, that type of shit is gonna make me go back to what I was just doing and the shit that I don't want to be that no more. Like, I literally just went through a whole week of that, and I'm trying to show growth. I'm trying to show, like, all right, bet I can be better than who I was. And that type of shit right there, it's just like, why is you talking like that, bro?
We gonna let that be for now. We're gonna let that be. We'll tap back. I'll tap in with him. We tried it. That ain't what we looking for.
That shit is weird, fool. But anyways, long story short, this is in that.
Okay.
I was a young ass kid. I guess my peoples did bad to him, who I was around at that time. He ran in their house. They did whatever they did, and that was that. Now, to push forward, he keeps saying like, I beat up TAYF3RD's big homies. And so he's making like a big storyline with this. And it's like, first and foremost, those are not my big homies. Those are people that I was with because I was flocking and I was young and I was trying to get bread.
Okay.
That's just that. That's it.
Right.
There ain't nothing more to be said. So let's just end it at that. Me and him can still have to sit down, but like, that shit.
I'm gonna talk to him. Like you said,
I don't like that shit, bro.
I think he was more assuming that whatever you were saying was in reaction to his video because I brought it up like that. Maybe that was it. But I like I said, I don't want to get off our rhythm. I'll chop it up with him and see if he's interested in.
Yeah, we can do this next week.
Yeah, all right. But tell me this: you said something about a millionaire, and then without me doing no research, I keep seeing Trippy Red name in the chat. Is that the millionaire you was referring to?
Yeah. So just to go back to that, so Trippy Red. At the time when this shit happened, I'm like 21, 22. This shit happened like 8 years ago.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it happened longer than that. I was probably like 24 because now it's starting to make sense to me, whatever.
About a decade.
Yeah. We was at, I think it was called a Day in One or some festival or whatever. And I had heard something from him. And at the time, you know, I was off of like pills. I was tripping, fool.
Right.
Like I'm talking about, I'm drinking liquor and popping Xanax and shit.
Doing the whole shit.
And you know, I said in the car, I was like, when I seen him, I'm gonna get down with him.
Like for what?
Because he said the song never throwing up C's, always throwing up B's.
I've been on.
And you know, I'm a young nigga at the time. Fool, ain't I'm off of Xanax, I'm tripping.
Right.
And so when I seen him, I fired on him. I got on top of him, I fired on him. Niggas pulled me off of him. Rest in peace to a nigga named Chris King. He was on his side, he kicked me in my mouth. Niggas start firing on me. And I'd rather get the fuck up out of there than get the fuck up out of there before me being nigga laid out, knocked out on the world star.
As you should.
So I got the fuck up out of there. You know, that's been something that niggas been holding over my head on babies. I done talked to Cuz, I done seen Cuz. It's a whole different like page.
It's
like
no issue.
Yeah, like honestly, I was a kid at that time. I was probably a kid even last year, to be 100%. Like, you know, I just had so much growth in this last year of me just being on the media. Like I understand like who I am as a man. And then my real growth came from me in this last week. Just understanding like quit chasing viral moments and just be you.
That's a hard lesson for a lot of people to learn.
It was, you know, it's very hard because you got niggas on the internet. These niggas ain't got no hearts. These niggas ain't never been in the streets. These niggas ain't even got no soul. They just want you to crash out and go crazy. But I honestly just learned like in this last week, like, man, that shit is fake. And you can't be fake for too long.
You say quit chasing viral moments as if this last thing was something in a long line of things. What else have you been involved in that you consider chasing a viral moment?
The Brick Baby situation.
What happened with you and Brick Baby?
I was on him.
It was on you?
Yeah.
From like making videos, or you see?
Nah, I just went up to No Jumper and I told him, hey, let's get to it.
And what happened? He didn't want to get at it?
I don't think he wanted to get, I don't think that he didn't want to get to it. I think what happened was in the midst of us doing our situation, he got that RICO case.
Oh, was that recently?
Yeah. So we couldn't really like come to a conclusion. But as of now, like free Brick. I think his birthday is today or yesterday. Free him. And I wish the best for him. I ain't even on that no more.
Yeah,
and I wasn't chasing that viral moment. But what it was when I was on No Jumper and then Viral Way was on No Jumper and then P Nice was on No Jumper, he said a comment like, why you got these Long Beach niggas like TAYF3RD? And I just took that as like conflict.
That sounds kind of familiar now that you said that.
And so I went up there and I'm like, hey, bro, like, whoa. And then he made another video and he was like, this nigga don't do nothing. He ain't nobody. And then niggas was in the comments like, well, this is somebody. You know, family, like, oh, babies, I don't give a fuck about when nobody say, nigga, I make the most viral moments in LA when I made the drunken movie.
Your boy, he said he called it back.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
We not doing it. Go ahead.
But, you know, with him saying that, it made me come back and, you know, we had a back and forth, but ultimately he went to jail for a FAD case, a RICO case. And before I say anything else, you know, I wish him freedom.
Likewise.
We don't want no black men at all doing jail time. I ain't got no problems with them no more. It's been so long. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to thrive off of this?
Right.
You know, I already made my own lane.
Right.
So, you know, happy birthday to Brick, free Brick. And I did send money to him too, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, it sounded kind of familiar when you mentioned it, but that was nowhere near on my list of things to even bring up. I did have another video or two associated with you that I did want to bring up. I had no idea you was going to be on here in such a deep conversation, man. I appreciate that versus a lot of the trolling that take place, man.
Listen, fool, and this is probably the first podcast where I'm telling this.
Okay.
I'm done with the trolling shit. I just want to be serious. I want to be honest. Now, I've been playing stupid on No Jumper for the last 8 months. I've never been my real self. I've literally been fake.
It seems to be the only way to stick around there.
Yeah.
I saw Brandon go through something similar. It's like all I ever saw of Brandon, except some of the interaction with Tyreek when he got nicknamed Bucci Bear, he always presented himself as someone that was above a certain type of content. And then when he went up there, it's like he just was with everything, got involved with all the trolling, the bullshit, the weird conversations.
Listen, bro, when I went up there, I left all morals out. And let me tell you what I did. On my mama fool, I drowned myself in drink before I went to there. I'm talking about probably 2 IPAs, nigga, 4 shots, and I'll just dumb out. And at the end of the day, I realized that's not me. Bro, when I sat down with my brother P Nice on this last episode, and I heard from the higher ups how they feel about me and how I should be, I had to find myself. These last 3 days, my nigga, I ain't ate nothing. I really haven't ate not one meal. It's not fasting. It's starving. Because I'm trying to figure out nah, fuck that. Before I even try to give myself any complimentary efforts of being better, find who you are.
I don't know why you would be anti the term fasting, no matter what you want to call it.
I'm not anti-fasting, but this wasn't fasting, bro. But this wasn't fasting.
No, I'm not saying fasting doesn't have to have a motivation.
Okay.
Fasting just means you're denying yourself food for whatever reason. You're fasting. You're just taking a fast, and whether you realize it or not, you're benefiting the same way some of the people that do it for spiritual reasons and other reasons. It has a natural effect on your body. You're thinking clearer. You're more focused, regardless if you did it for that or not. It causes you to do so. So you are fasting, whether you realize it or not. But go ahead.
Hold on, let me tell you this. I take that, and I love that. Because somebody else told me that, and I argued with them, and they were trying to set their point, but I was too fast to move. But I appreciate that.
That's why the word breakfast, the meal in the morning, is called break fast. Anytime you refrain from eating for an extended period of time, it's considered a fast. So you're fasting, and fasting has natural physical health benefits for the body.
Well, I guess my mental just put me in that. And these last 3 days, before I ain't ate shit, I only been drinking water. I probably ate literally fruit juice. It's not even eating fruit juice. I'm drinking fruit juice. But I had to really define myself and find myself. And once I found out who I really should be instead of who I was trying to be for the viral moments, I realized me being myself is gonna go viral. We just did 20,000 in a day. And it was me being myself.
What was the conversation, bro? I mean, later, bro. Later.
Come on, bro. We see what it's a viral moment you wanted for. We don't want that. But what was the question you just asked before this? Because
you were saying 20,000 in a day.
No, before that though.
Damn, that threw me off. I put it on.
It was about this. What was the last subject we was talking about?
We was talking about fasting.
No, but what did you pull up on the internet?
Oh yeah, bam. Let's go. We'll let it start and then.
Take third, right?
Yeah. We caught it today.
Okay.
First of all, you got a whole panel of non-blacks on here. That's crazy.
I haven't seen this one yet. I haven't seen this stuff.
All right.
Okay. Where did that beef even stem from?
The Brandon Slayer, the fool that was that knocked Brandon on his ass, they put boxing gloves on. It was a fool from San Diego, Mikey O. Shout out to Mikey O. That's my boy from the competition. We've been locked in since, but he posted some shit. Him and Tay were going at it. And I be supporting everybody's content. My homies, I'm gonna comment on your shit and like it because I know that helps hit the algorithm. Like I'll just comment whatever, you feel me? So I comment on his shit. I say talk to him, Mikey. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. Just something simple, like
cheerleader.
Yeah, that's how he took it. That's how he took it. And it's like,
hold on. Now you see right there, they said it, cheerleader. But go ahead, continue.
All right, yeah, his homie took it like that too. It wasn't just him. Matter of fact, we're gonna do us like this. Let's go.
Hey, if you want to call me a cheerleader because I support my homies, then I'm a cheerleader. I'm the biggest cheerleader in the world. You feel me?
Baseball side.
I don't know TAYF at this time, though. I don't know TAYF. So I say, talk to him. TAYF go on the show and he say, hey, and Moose Man, quit all that bitch ass commenting. I'll flush you, blah, blah, blah. He starts saying he gonna beat me up. So I posted a story. I said, you know what I'm saying? You a Tyga T-Rail type of dude. You not like that. Like, quit talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did I say that?
It's not gonna go down.
You know, from the 50s, homie.
I got a question. What do you take that to mean? Tyga T-Rail. What are they saying about Tyga and T-Rail?
I don't know, man. He said that he gonna have to comment on that.
All right.
You know, me personally, yeah.
All right,
that's all.
Let's go. All right.
And then he hit me in the DM and was like, you know what, fool, I had an epiphany. Like, we're good, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, hold on, but you was just saying you was gonna beat me up. I'm like, we still gotta, you know, talk and sort it out and shit. And then we were popping a little bit. He said he was gonna beat me up. I said, your buddy is Brandon. He do MMA and shit. I said, set up his dojo. We could put the MMA on. We could film it, make some content. I'm gonna beat you up in there. You feel me?
And you called him out for the fade.
Yeah, I for surely did because you know what I'm saying. I'm a turned up non-affiliate.
Did he turn it down?
Nah, he said today we talked it out. We cool. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy now. You know what I'm saying? But we still
turn down.
What you mean talked it out? Who?
Like I pulled up.
Let me ask this: who offered peace?
I would say Tay offered peace, but
you know.
But I'm somebody that I don't start fights. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody brings that energy, then we gonna have to get down. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I don't think I've ever started a fade in my whole life. You feel me? That's just not the energy I carry. So it's just like, if I'm not gonna hold a grudge because you said you was gonna flush me in some no jumper shit. But also I'm like, bro, you got to get on camera and say that we good too, because you can't have the shit where you saying you going. Yeah, today. Yeah. He told me he loves me. He told me I'm great for the platform.
Well, he was touching you the whole episode.
He was drunk as hell too.
All right, so keep this, fool. I never seen this episode. If I would have seen this, it would have been a whole different thing. But now, what happened was, when I seen him, the first time I seen him outside with the homies, he pulling up. I walked right to his car. Like, what's happening? What's going on? Whoa. He's friendly, but I was friendly too. Like, I'm not gonna make it seem like I was punking him or nothing. As soon as we got in the building, I put him to the side. I'm like, hey, this is how I feel. I think specifically, I told him, I said, nigga, I'll rip that scully off your mask. Like, this is what it's on, and this is how I feel.
In person talking.
Yeah, in person. We in the hallway. And he telling me how he feel, and I'm telling him how I feel. On babies, I ain't never offered no peace, nothing. It was just two grown men talking, and I felt where he came from. Basically, he said, nah, it wasn't like that. And I told him, well, this is how I felt. And then if you go to that video, literally, on that No Jumper episode, he says, well, you said you were going to do this and do that. I said, yeah, I was. On babies, I was. But you sat down with me, and I got more respect for you because you weren't afraid to be confrontational with what was going on. He ain't never marked me out. He ain't never said nothing violent to me. And honestly, I ain't never said nothing violent to him. I fuck with Moose, man. I don't like this interview. This is my first time seeing it. But I'm not finna hold this ahead of us.
Because you guys already got past
it. Exactly. I'm not going to hold this ahead of us moving with progress. I fuck with Moose, man. Moose, man, done gave me a couple shout outs. He done held me down. That's that. But, oh, babies, to be real, like, yeah, I pulled him in the hallway and I told him how I felt. He told me how he felt. And then from the rest of that, y'all just see it on the episode.
So the things that he said you did say, was they were in a DM about when you said you was going to do something to him?
I never said I was going to do nothing to him. All right, so what happened was I was going through it with a nigga from San Diego. I've been knowing this nigga for like 10 years. When he said the shit that he said, which they even said he was cheerleading, I hit him and I'm like, yo, why you cheerleading? The reason why I'm hitting him is because, like, I was one of the niggas that was voting for him to be on No Jumper. You feel me? Like, I was watching the whole episode.
Right.
And so I felt some type of way. So I'm like, yo, why you doing all this? And he answered back with like, I wouldn't say threatening or friction, but like he just answered back gangster. I'll give him that.
Right.
Like he was gangster with it.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, well, you know, in certain situations, niggas will flush you if you're doing that. Like, relax. You know, he said what he said. I said what I said. Boom. We went to the platform. Niggas was posting videos. Now, what really started the videos was they mentioned him on some shit, and I said, yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him cheerleading. Which literally, them people literally just said you were cheerleading.
That's one thing he gonna have to acknowledge. His boys called him out for cheerleading before.
Facts.
Yeah.
But you know, one episode I came and I had missed it because I had went up north because I was burying one of my peoples from my family, and he just happened to be there. So niggas was like, "Oh, he pussy Tay not gonna be there." Woo, woo. That's what it looked like. So the episode that he came, I demanded him to sit right by me, like, and you can look it up. I made him sit right by me, and we had the conversation. And honestly, I think he a cool dude.
He seems to be. It seems like even when the room tried to make him get on some bush, he wasn't going.
Nah, he a solid dude. Listen, you can push somebody to be gangster, but you can't stand up and talk to somebody to be gangster. It's either two ways. I can stand and talk to you as a man. Now you gonna make your own decision, but I can push you to get there too, though.
Right.
And he didn't do nothing out of bounds. And then I also looked at myself too. It's like, you know where I'm from. Everybody know where I'm from. Like, what do I look like beefing with somebody who's calling themselves a tuna for one, or turned up down Philly? And then for two, they're not even from my section. And for three, they honestly just speaking their mind. I can't get mad at what am I supposed to do? Kill the nigga, shoot the nigga, jump the nigga? Like, that don't make no sense. So I sat down with him. We had a conversation. It's 100% cool. I fuck with him. I actually vouched for him to get on the Thursday show because I would like him to be a part of the podcast.
So he's a member of it now?
No, he's not. But I did vouch for him to be a part of it because I fuck with bro. You know, I felt like, you know, for him to confront something like me was like a big ass elephant in the room, and he wasn't scared. He wasn't pussy, and he didn't shy away from confrontation. And when I did say that he made mistakes, he was ultimately able to be like, you know what? My fault.
That's what men do, bro. Y'all handled it like me. There ain't even no need of stretching this out no longer. What's his name?
Moose Man.
Shout out to Moose Man. Shout out to both of y'all for not letting this small bullshit turn into something they have to. We ain't even.
He's a solid dude, man. I fuck with him. And you know the real reason why I fuck with him? Because he stand up on Black and Latino politics. And he was one of the first Latino activists that I heard telling people, like, I don't feel like it's right for y'all to say nigga.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And that's why I respect him so much. Yeah. And that's why I respect him so much.
Have you ever had an opportunity to? Oh, you said y'all was on No Jumper together.
Yeah, we sat down. Yeah.
Okay.
You can look it up. I mean, you can literally see where I told him, yeah, we was gonna do that. They were outside of there. But he's such a real person.
What about that, Munchie?
I had to fuck with that.
Let's see. Let's see what these fools talking about. Your name was just in this title, bro. So,
I didn't see this. I don't watch it. Listen, by the way, I don't watch none of this shit on the internet. Well, this shit fake.
Me either.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be trolling.
So would you rather not?
No, let's watch it. Yeah, let's watch it.
Your boy, if you want, it's on you. It seemed like his energy is right, and he want to try to communicate again. I'm gonna leave it up to you before we get up out of here. That's Trap News.
Let's watch it.
All right.
Oh, this Trap News?
No, he I think whatever misunderstanding
he called in on here.
Yeah, he texted in there.
I don't want to see that.
All right. Let's
go. That's all.
No, this ain't him. I'm talking. He's in the chat.
Oh yeah, I ain't tripping. Yeah, that's cool. Listen, stay in the chat, bro.
I didn't see nothing offensive. What he said. He was like,
he said you should have punched air. You said you should have started swinging and punched air.
It's because people know me, right?
Yeah, that's
and then they expect, like, you know what I'm saying? They expect certain shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, damn, I go yeah on.
Oh yeah, basically for those who may be wondering,
I know what this is. Let me tell them. So what it is it was an episode where Monkey B, I feel like he got disrespected by somebody, and I said that I felt like he should have punched on him.
607
Yeah. All right, so let's just get that cleared up. Munchy B, my partner. Munchy B. Shout out to the Inglewood family. Shout out to Munchy B. Not even shout out to just Inglewood itself. Shout out to Munchy B. I think that his character and the way he's been representing himself, it shows growth. I say, yeah, I felt like he should have punched him out because 607
right, I remember.
Pretty much said some disrespectful shit.
I remember.
But with this, you gotta understand, if you a nigga from the streets, like from Cali and out here from where we from,
you gonna respond to them before we hear what they say?
Nah, not even that.
Or you still giving intro?
Nah, what I'm saying is, you know how Munchie B was.
No, but I'm saying we ain't heard what they had to say.
Yeah, because I don't even want to get in there.
Oh, you don't want to hear?
I don't even get in there. I'll just tell you what it is.
All right.
You know, Munchie B was a real nigga out here, and he still is a real nigga. But you know, before the situation happened with him and his blindness, nigga, Munchie B was one of them niggas that you shouldn't play with. And you know, me just being who I was, I haven't really met Munchie B after the situation what happened with his occurrence with his peripherals. So, you know, I said what I said, but, you know, Munchie a gangster. He hold it down the right way. And like I said, I always got respect for bro. But yeah, you can play it. I mean, you just play it for this tips.
All right. Well, yeah, since we're here for that purpose, might as well just see what they was talking about. Because I think this is like either the last one or maybe one more that I had put in my history. I just clicked on them. When I see your name, click, just so they be right in my history.
Righteous.
Yeah.
On somebody with the don't cuss me, I did too much. But then somebody that ain't from California say some shit that I believe that he overspoke himself, like, you know what I'm saying? Then like, but it don't even matter what the internet talking about. It's him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm paying attention to him and everything after that day and what he put in posting. But he ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Gave me nothing to you know what I'm saying? But I thought he was gonna be here today.
Oh, I know what was said real quick. So basically, one dude that like spoke on it was like that, and in month, basically, no, he didn't know. One dude was like that. Everybody that comes on No Jumper is compromised, and then on top of that, he contradicted himself and say, "Oh, but if that was King Pill in there, King Pill would have took off." And then the other dude say that Munchie B and Ant is basically compromised, and we here to take Adam slander.
Oh, we here to take Adam slander?
I feel like I haven't really given you guys any of the slander that past hosts have.
You definitely giving slander. You just kicked the homie Munchie. Stop playing.
But I mean, that was a brief moment in the extended experience of him being up there. It's not typical.
And those brothers, let me say this too, by the way.
I don't believe it's typically him slandering these guys. It was this brief moment. That was a horrible moment.
Listen, those is brothers. If me and you was out here podcasting, right? Let's say, for example, me and you was podcasting for like the last 6 or 8 months, right? And I came in here tripping drunk. Nigga, you would do this much. Get off me.
But it's the thing. You can't do that. Maybe you unaware. Because he and I have podcasted together for longer than 6
I am aware of that.
So those being under those conditions and doing those things is taking place. So you don't want my perspective on it.
You know what the difference is?
You already spoke all that love, dude. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm not gonna give my perspective on any of it. I've already done it.
I don't want you to put yourself in the bad tent that y'all got. Because I know the history, y'all. But
not what this is for. This is your time.
Yeah, but let me say this though. Let me say this though.
Okay.
You know the difference between this and all of this that we don't understand between that two? That's a white man.
Yeah, but you don't went to the brotherhood.
I know, but that's what I'm saying though. There is a brotherhood.
Show you something. You see what time that call came in?
Yeah.
You see that's an incoming, right?
Yeah.
That's cuz uncle from 190. This is who I love. So a lot of the whole bond that was established, the respect and the rapport was all based on this is his blood loved one. So this my love from way back in the day. So yeah, but go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Now, because I know this interview about me, but let me ask you about
go ahead.
Do you think it's really that deep to have hate like that?
What hate?
So there ain't no hate.
I have absolutely no hate.
You just answered my first question. So there ain't no hate, right?
None, zero.
So do you think it's even that deep to even feel like there is some type of false chemistry? And when I say chemistry, false chemistry, I mean like hate, like anything between y'all, or is it just like let it go?
Well, to be honest, I'm above having any type of tit for tat back and forth with any individual.
Respectable.
Even in this situation, from February 13th to 7 months, I was zip lip based on him suggesting that we cease it and handle things another way. He continued to troll for the 7 months. I didn't start back trolling him until the issue with and Hefe and all that. That's when I started back mentioning his name. But he continuously was mentioning my name. I have no hate, no malice. However, I have no interest in rekindling anything that was once before. But as far as having a ceasefire, as far as speaking on one another negatively, I have absolutely no problem with that. However, if I look on the internet and somebody's doing anyone getting kicked by a white boy, I'm gonna clown them. If I look on the internet and see anybody getting disrespected, shut the fuck up to their face, and it's not quite in the way their reaction is not quite
until it's supposed to be in our
with the other reactions like BZ Santana and the way he even responded to me saying 50-0 is an exaggeration, things of that nature. If it's not quite inconsistent, I'm going to notice it and I might react, point it out. As far as same thing that's hate-filled or disrespect, look, this dude came on this platform and insinuated. Let me play something for you, bro. This type of I don't want to be ever.
Spider, what did you say? Yeah, you tried to solicit me and my homies to go bust on a 9-7 hood day. You tried to.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's
all right,
enough.
so look, peep this, bro. Now peep this, bro. And this is what I want to tell you too, from me learning in the last couple of days. This is some real knowledge that I really want you to hear from me. And I'm your young brother. I'm your young Crip homie. I learned that this chat, this internet, and the way that this wave and the algorithm works, it's always going to be against you, fool. But at the end of the day, these is people who you knew you was coming up with before this internet. Now, you can make a decision. Now, the ultimate decision is I'm going to defend myself, and I respect that. But defending yourself doesn't mean that you have to do it on here, and I'm done with that. And I want you to really take heed to what I'm saying.
I hear you loud and clear.
Call him, that man from your hood, and call him, and y'all talking. Now, if y'all can't get it talked out,
One more time, bro. One more time. I don't think you heard what he said.
Spider, what did you say? Yeah, you tried to solicit me and my homies to go bust on a 9-7 hood day.
Listen,
bro, everything you saying.
Listen, I hear you, bro.
Is void, mute. You starting to sound stupid.
Listen, gang.
If you think there is a path
SBI,
back to
please.
me
SBI.
having a conversation,
SBI.
the best I could do. I
I hear
told you we're not here for that. Please don't try.
We're not.
Let me see. I got OCD. I just want to make sure we branding. Right. Yeah.
But listen, SBI, listen. And I'm telling you
Let's
some
not
real.
continue there, bro. As soon as you said certain things when you said you was done with it, bro.
Spider, nigga, you broke into my studio in front of my face. Quit playing with me, fool. We still sitting right here. You was my partner.
How many years ago? That was years ago.
That was years, but that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm over that. That's why I want to talk about that. What I'm trying to tell you is us, and this is before everything, we black.
I understand that.
This shit don't gotta be rebutted on the internet no more.
I already said, understand that. All as you said, call and all that. I'm not doing none of that. But look, let's see if we got one more video. I did not mean.
And I hope you really took that from me, though, bro. That was the lesson. I'm telling you.
Everybody heard you, and it was forever.
FBI don't like the peace.
No, you don't understand the motto.
You know, it gets deeper than that. Yeah, and you know, there's some things that I can't really be there for. But as a little bro,
no, I'm just saying. You respect.
Exactly.
What you brought to the table. I guess we got one more, man.
I guess that one, the Happy one, right?
No, this we already built. Let me see.
No, to mark that one.
That's when we started with the J.
No, we didn't start with that. And I just say that right now because we didn't start with that. But listen, fool, I ain't never marked out
We said that. Oh, trust you made that clear. I promise.
Right, was that done?
Yeah, you said that. You said that.
Come on, that shit is bullshit. That's one of my 3 homes.
Remember, I even established I didn't see this there either, man. So, you know, I was expecting to do about an hour. We've done a little over an hour. I got to get to the other side of town. You know, you're welcome to come back. I appreciate you.
You know, when we come back, listen, it's only one. I mean, multiple reasons. Obviously, if you need me, but bring Rich Trapper up here, fool. And you know, you can set the cameras up. We can put the boxing gloves on. We can get it cracking. You know, listen. Long story short, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to derive from this weird ass negative shit of us being on these platforms because we're gangbangers and everybody keep thriving off of us doing our downfalls and eating off of us or just like laughing at us. Like that shit is just done for, fool. Us, especially me and you and even with Munchie and Ant and everybody that's involved in this whole universe, but we got to start looking at this shit and capitalizing it for us. These niggas is getting paid way more money putting it out than us. Now, obviously, we do got people like you who run the situation.
That's what I'm interested in seeing us do, build our own. Shout out to the Fed quarters because the Fed quarters has helped and fed so many of us, help us develop our platforms, our visibility, minus all the bullshit. Vadim could definitely be doing something else with his platform and his time than allowing. I think a lot of exploitation goes on. I think he does a lot of inappropriate things, but at the end of the day, he does allow us to go up there and get cracking. And without that, a lot of people would be lost. A lot of people would not have the bit of celebrity that they do have. So got to be grateful for that to some degree. I wish things operated a little different up there.
Let me tell you too, though. Let's celebrate you. You know, I've seen you do a whole full 360.
Appreciate
it. You know, I knew who you was when you was young. I knew how you got down. And just to see who you are today, it shows a lot of growth. And I want you to really take a breath and look back and reflect on who you was and who you are today and understand that man that you are today, you should be celebrated for. And I thank you for being who you
appreciate that, man. I'm approaching 50 years old and 13 days.
Bro, the homie don't even look. Wait, what? So you 49?
Yep, I'll be 50 in 13 days. Yes, I appreciate that.
SPR, bro, you looking like a good 38, 39. Hey, come on, baby.
Man. Let these people know all your spots where they can keep up where you at beside the black box. Because you know you come
man,
in
listen,
whenever.
keep up on me on the black box. I don't want to give y'all no personal information. Y'all know I'm very, very, very low key. I don't like to talk too much. Obviously, my name is TAYF3RD, but you know, if any questions or anything need to be talked about, I would gladly come up here on my brother. I'm right down the street, and I appreciate you for letting me be able to voice my opinion.
Man, I'm glad to see you, bro. Like I said, if I stood right here from my point of view and looked across the whole landscape of what we call our sector of YouTube, I think out of all the people I see getting down, I've known you the longest. So it's like a long lost one popped up. Appreciate seeing you. I like that fact that you're thinking more positive, and I think the future look bright, man. Keep it cracking, man.
I know it's bright.
That's right. You already know, love you too.
Come on, man.
BLACBOX Productions, y'all keep it good. We out here.
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one and never changed up. That's my day uno.
Niggas know it since day uno. For rare recitors, and I'ma say puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect to the ops off tops if you diss the set. It's man though, I go half on the sack with him. Double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank, period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time still get my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me in 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. I choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time I don't even like her, but I ain't never met a nigga like
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one and never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. Killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets, we don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes, my low was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like cuz, let's slide it and getting in. Lil Mac down, my bro, ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI boy. M's be the logo, that's my day uno. We ain't friends, it's only me and cuz in this beans. Like identical twins, we on that same shit. They unos, them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both games, it is what it is. The homies live the game. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with this shit, stay banged up. My day one and never changed up. That's my day uno.